Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the Bug Warrior. In today's episode I will show you the Cursed Smith Demon Warlock build that should allow you to easily clear the Hell difficulty and begin farming the Tormented Zones. Alright, so the only requirement for this build to work is that you will need to farm the Smith at the barracks in Act 1 in Hell difficulty. What you're looking for is the version of the Smith that has the curse affix. Any other stat doesn't matter. The reason why I prefer the Cursed Smith over Hephasto or Lister is that I find it very easy to farm, and of course you can find him early in the Hell difficulty. Once you get him, you will notice how powerful he is. So what you want to do is teleport to the outer cloister and enter the barracks. There, search for the Smith and check if he has the curse affix. If he doesn't, then save and exit and repeat this process until you find him so you can bind him. Alright, now that you have the Smith, let's check the gameplay, which is really simple. As you make your way through the map, let the Smith attack until he curses enemies. Once the enemies are cursed, then cast Blood Boil to destroy everything around the Smith and your demons. Remember, you can always reposition the Smith and your support demons by casting Deathmark when needed. This skill is also very useful at dungeons, as you can teleport your demons inside a room, allowing you to attack them from the outside. Remember that Blood Boil takes 5% of your demon's blood to work, so heal your demons by casting Engorge when needed. In terms of the demon skills, that is it. The only other skill that I suggest you get is the Sigil Lethargy, as that one is very useful against bosses. As I said, it's a very simple, low APM and chill build that works for all scenarios. This build excels of course with big groups of enemies, but it is also really good when farming bosses. Here for example you can see how quickly it is to bring down Enduriel. Bosses like Duriel takes a little longer, but only because we need to continuously cast Lethargy on top of him and Deathmark to reposition your demons, so they can attack without getting frozen. Here you can see how good this build performs against Val's minions. This time I didn't even have to split Lister's pack, as everything gets destroyed instantly. The only weakness of this build is if you die of course, since if that happens you will need to go bind the Smith again. And as you know, there are some enemies that throw lightning at you in an instant from far away, and if you don't have good resistances you will die. To avoid that, remember to always carry with you rejuvenation potions and don't be afraid to use them when needed. When you see these types of enemies, cast Deathmark on top of them from far away and, well, just be careful. Okay, now let's quickly look at the skill tree. It all starts at the Demon 3. I have 1 point at Summon Goat, 1 point at Deathmark, 1 point at Defiler, and 1 point at Bind Demon. Then I have maxed out Summon Tainted, Blood Boil, Engorge, Demonic Mastery, and currently I am adding points to Blood Oath. At the Chaos tree, I only have 1 point at Sigil Lethargy. Regarding my gear, still budget gear, as I haven't got good runes yet, so I have a Spirit that allows me to get +2 to all skills. Please notice that you can craft a Spirit in a two-handed weapon that will require low strength, making it easy for you to craft this rune word. The other rune word I am using is Authority, that gives you +2 to all Warlock skills. The rest of my gear, I am only looking for anything that gives me resistances to the elements or +1 or +2 to Warlock skills. In terms of my Mercenary, I got the one at Act 2 that has the Myth Aura, and I crafted Insight for the Meditation Aura. So there you have it. If you are looking for an easy to play, very chill build, give an opportunity to the Cursed Smith. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. We reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.